Not to waste any time. The first thing which most people don't understand is when you're studying, after finishing it, after reading something, after learning something, you need to give some time and space for your brain to rest and to process this information. Same as we are in sleeping. While we are sleeping, our brain is sorting just information from bullshit and something we need. Bullshit we forget, and something we need we actually remember. When you're done reading some book or some lesson from the internet, from your phone, from your notes, if you just immediately take your phone and start scrolling and you're looking at some Mr. Beast video or some dopamine edits, or you're just doing something random, which is just you're fucking eating junk food, you are playing a video game, you are watching a movie, you don't give enough space for your brain to process this information. And you're more likely and you're more easily going to forget everything you just learned, and you just wasted your time. So when you finish studying for about half an hour to an hour, do not avoid using your phone. If you can do something. You can do something with less dopamine, with less stimulation. How I can call it, like maybe take some pictures or reply to some messages, or just texting or some that shit that which uses less dopamine. Or even better, do not use your phone at all. You can go outside, talk to your family, talk to your friends, go to the gym, do something else. Just don't use your brain as much for just at least 30 minutes. So just give it some space to rest, to just process all these informations. Maybe the perfect thing would be to take a nap for 15, 20, 30 minutes, just so you can give your brain some short time to rest, to recover, and just to process all these informations. So when you give it that time to process it, even just something as small as 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, you are more likely and far easily you are going to remember everything you need to remember, and you're just going to be spending less time learning. So you save time on learning, and even you save time on learning, you spend less time reading and studying overall, and you remember these informations you need to remember even easily. So it's just double when after studying, not to use your phone, not to scroll on TikTok, to use any stimulation on yourself, just to give your brain some time to rest, to recover. So go and take a nap, go and meditate, go and fucking walk outside, just something calmly, so you can give your brain some space to process all these informations. Because imagine what most people don't understand is they are studying for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. They are just a little bit on their phone, they are a little bit studying, and after they finish it, they just immediately close that book and they start scrolling on TikTok, or they start watching some movie, or they fucking start scrolling on Instagram, or playing some video game. And you're overstimulating your brain, you're overworking it. So it's same as in school. You're just shortening your attention span, and your brain is just learning to forget half of these informations which you want and need to remember for some test upcoming, or for some lecture, because for the reason you are studying it, you're going to forget half of these informations, because your brain needs to use his power, his energy, to process video game you're playing, movie you're watching. It's just new information coming, so there is less space for that information you want to remember. As example, use a cup. You fill it with water. So imagine this glass of water is your brain. It's empty, and you want to remember some information. So you're studying it and you fill it a little bit. You get it. Imagine this is your daily limit for new information. If you exceed it, it's just too tiring for your brain, and you're not going to learn it. So you fill it a little bit with new information, with learning, with studying, with reading a book, reading your notes, you're looking at some YouTube videos, and you don't give your brain some time to process it, so you don't give you don't drink it, and by drinking it you memorize it. Instead, what you're continue doing, you keep filling the cup, you keep filling, extending that daily limit with new information. So you're watching the TikTok, you discover that some singer died, or you discover new tactic for your video game, or you discover some fucking new life hacks. You're watching some bullshit informations, then you're overstimulating your brain with music. You are playing a video game, you're watching a movie, you're remembering in movie that this and this happened. You're just exceeding these new and new informations. And of course, you cannot put infinite water in a cup, in that daily limit. What will happen is that going to overflow, because when that cup, when your brain limit starts overflowing, of course, what will happen is some of the water that you put in is going to start dropping and overflowing. So you're just wasting water, and by water you're wasting more and more information, because you need to remember the things you're wasting your potential, and you need to remember the things about the movie, about the video game, about the social media, what you learn on them, just bullshit informations, maybe texting with your friends. And when you don't give your brain some time to process it, you're just overflowing the water, and what will happen is all of these older informations which you actually want and need to remember from studying it, you're just overflowing them, and you're just emptying your cup. You're putting more and more new information, as I said, from video games, from movies, etc., etc. So all of those old informations, they are just overflowing the cup, and you're just forgetting about them. So you are going to literally remember about 30, 50, 60, 70% of these informations which you wanted to learn and you studied to learn. So just wasted potential and wasted time and wasted effort to learn. But imagine this. Again, we have that cup filled. You're filling it more and more with these new informations, and instead of putting more and more, you wait some time for your brain to process it. So you drink it. You're, in this case, drinking, but with your brain it's maybe memorizing. So imagine that is your daily limit by how much informations by day you can learn 5,000 new informations daily. And if you learn over 5,000, it's just too much for your brain without processing, and you're just going to forget. So you read 3,000 sentences today in studying. You read 3,000 words today. You feel it over a half, and without waiting for your brain to process it. The better way to do when you're waiting it, you're complete opposite, as I said. You're waiting for your brain. You'll give it just a little time, even as 10 to 15 minutes can be as helpful than waiting nothing. So when you give your brain some time to remember all of these informations with this example as I made with this cup, the cup will empty on itself, and it will empty in a good way. You are going to memorize it, so you have more space for new information, so you can learn more, or you can then play your video games. You can scroll on your fucking TikTok, on social media. You can waste your time, you waste your life. You can watch movies, so you can learn more. So it's far better to give maybe instead of studying for 4 hours straight and then just playing video games or resting and riding, maybe it's better to maybe study for 1 hour. Give your time, your brain, some time to remember all of these information. This is something as Pomodoro technique, but not studying for 30 minutes. You can maybe do it for maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and after it, you can study in sessions, better said. You study it for 1 hour, and without checking your phone, you make a pause, 10-15 minutes to go to toilet, to drink something, to maybe make yourself a cup of coffee or some tea or something. you make a small pause without using any stimulation from your phone, from the world. And then after these 10, 15, 20 minutes, you continue learning, and after it, another session of 60, 90 minutes of learning, you can again make a pause by unwinding. Maybe you're preparing the books for the next day, or you're packing everything you just learned, and in those, again, 15, 20, 30 minutes of unwinding, by real unwinding, you give your brain some space to remember all of these informations, and then you can enjoy yourself, as I said, as playing video games and watching fucking scrolling on social media and watching movies, etc., etc. So the most important thing is, after you're done studying, to give your brain some space to fucking process and remember all of these informations. I'm going to give you 2 more tips which actually helped me to get excellent grades without ever studying at home. So the second thing is, when you're learning something in class, to just take notes, write as much as you can, because when you're writing, that's also a way for your brain to remember things. When you write something, you are more likely to memorize it without even reading it few more times. When you just write something somewhere in your book or on your PC or just anywhere, but the best way is to write it with a pencil or a pen on your piece of paper, when you're actually using your hand gestures. That's the best actually way to remember the information immediately when you're writing it. And the second thing is to pay attention in the class. I know I'm also bored in classes. My high school started right now. But try to make sure that at the best and most important part of the class, when teacher is explaining something new, do not look at your buddies, do not laugh, and just listen to the teacher. Do these 10, 15, 20 minutes while she's or he's explaining something new to you, and while you are listening to her and writing it at the same time. These are the 2 tips I used to never study at home. And after, on the small breaks between the classes, then talk to your buddies, then fucking have laugh, then enjoy your time with them. But while the teacher is explaining something, that is the best way just to listen, to focus on her for these, as I said, 20, 30 minutes. Yes, I know it's bored, but that way you don't even need to study at home. You don't even, if you want to literally be the best student in your class, literally just deep focus, like in meditation. Focus on the teacher, write everything. This is actually the tip to be maybe even the student of your generation in your school, in your high school, in your college. Listen to what the teacher is saying, write everything down on the piece of the paper, and when you come home, when you change, when you eat, when you play your fucking sport, when you just rest a little bit, you can just open up your notes and read everything you just wrote 2 to 3 times, and that's it. You are going to remember it 100%. You don't need to study, you don't need to read that 1,000 times anymore. You literally just learn everything for your test, and you're going to get better grades. So these are the 3 most important tips. Give your brain some space to analyze every information, so just a little bit space for your brain to rest. Pay attention in the class, don't have any distractions, don't check your phone, don't talk to your friends that much. Same as meditation. Just focus on one thing, the teacher, and every time you get distracted, it's okay, just bring back your focus on the teacher, and you're also increasing your attention span with this. I know classes are boring. I know everything. I've been and I'm still in the same situation, but I'm saying to you how you don't need to spend pointless time at home studying when you just can study in school. Use everything you can and need to use it with school, which is connected to school. You can just use it in school, so you don't have to waste your time at home. You can meditate, you can journal, you can focus on self-improvement, you can focus on your business, you can focus on other more important things. While you are in school, then try to make it as much as you can. So that are just the simple things. Yes, it sounds simple, but just try it and you're going to realize it. Give your brain some space to process all of these informations, pay attention in the class, and write. And that's it. Just by following these 3 simple tips I gave you in this video, you can literally start having straight A's in your whole year. So just try it and write in the comments your results. And so when other people are going to be watching this video, you can help them. So you can just prove it that this video works, so you can help me with this way. But even you're going to be proud of yourself because you watched this video till the end. And of course, be proud. 15.5 minutes is not small for somebody in these days, in the attention span. It actually shows to me and to everybody else, to the world, that you actually want to improve your grades. So thank you for watching this video. Be proud of yourself. Tap yourself a little bit on the shoulder. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Keep coming back to the channel for even more valuable knowledge, for even more similar topics about self-improvement, mental health, physical health, even studying, school, relationships, everything generally about self-improvement if you want to improve your life. Subscribe to see even more of my content if you like me. You write a comment if you want. If you're maybe interested in the next video theme, if you're interested in if you're interested in something specific which you didn't see the video of, which I didn't made a video on, and you're interested to hear my opinion and just my knowledge about that theme, write it down in the comments. I read every comment, and I actually read every comment, and I'm not like other YouTubers. I actually read every comment, and I'm going to probably make a video about it. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Keep coming back to the channel for even more valuable knowledge. Thank you, brother, for watching this video till the end. Remember, you either take the chance or you give it to somebody else. See you in the next video. Goodbye, brother. And yeah, fuck, I just forgot to mention, if you want to see my 2-week coaching program, you have everything explained. Just scroll down to the description, you have there link, you have there everything explained. Just my 2-week coaching program, personally, 1-to-1 with video calls and messaging. You can read everything in the description. See you in the next video. Goodbye, brother.